Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and I am forever faithful. Hope you all are well today. Um, I just wanted to talk about some stuff that I'm dealing with is overthinking. And I've always had this, I don't want to call it a problem, but I always had this thing where I think a lot. My mind has always um, been active, even as a child, and now as an adult, it's overactive. So, and I was just thinking about how so many times, um, from when we overthink things, how exhausting it can become, how draining it becomes, and it just depletes us of energy or motivation or inspiration or whatever. And what I was thinking, overthinking a lot of times is somehow related, usually related to something in the future, um, even if it's the distant future. Whether if it's, a person, place, or thing, we're thinking, what if he, she do this or don't do that? What if, you know, or how I'm going to react or what I'm going to do? It's like we are projecting so far into the future, but we're doing it with negative energy. So it's kind of like whatever we focus on, that's what we get more of. And it's like the overthinking causes some people depression, anxiety, right? Um, it can definitely disturb your sleep. Um, and after, when you constantly and excessively think about something, a situation or a person or whatever it may be, it's it's not healthy, mentally healthy, um, to obsessively think about something or someone to the point where it's like it sucks the joy out of the daily life. Just thinking, okay, got a bill due versus a bill being paid. Even though you may not have the money right now, but what will it feel like? What will it look like when that happens? So it's like if we're going to project far into the future or in the near future, then shouldn't it be something that we really want? Meaning, okay, it's the end of the year, taxes, property taxes are due, and it's like, oh, I don't know where I'm going to get this money. They've raised, the property taxes this year, like it was, last year was enough, and now they're asking for more. What am I going to do? I'm going to pay for it. Well, you know, the overthinking is trying to figure out how we can make money or borrow money or loan, you know what I mean? Or what is it that we can sell, whatever it may be, in order to resolve whatever the issue is. Um, I just know that um, a lot of times that we will overthink so much that it's kind of like we will talk ourselves out of blessings without even really knowing it. And then we'll talk ourselves into a mess without even really knowing it. Sometimes we know it, sometimes we don't. But it's the overthinking. And I remember years ago meeting someone, And I could just sense that they constantly was in their head all the time, just thinking. And I said, you know, you think long, you think wrong. And that just came up in my spirit. It's like, usually because I said it to that person because I know that overthinking it means that you're trying to make sense of it logically. And you won't allow your instincts, your gut feelings to lead. So we'll use our brain, those thoughts, as opposed to our instincts. And in this person, and I knew it, I knew that they were kind of overthinking things and, in the sense, talking themselves out of a blessing. And was aware that it was a blessing, but had no idea how big of a blessing it could have been. But they overthought it, really overthought it, way too much, the situation, and instead of allowing their instincts to lead them, they literally walked out on one of the biggest blessings of their life. Like, seriously. And it's one of those things, it's like, oh, had I not overthought it, had I not talked to this person about it, had I not spoken to my friends about it, had I not, because that too is still not only you thinking about, but you actually communicating it and you just putting that stuff out there. So I'm just saying, when between a rock and a hard place, we try to resolve it on our own, with our own thoughts, our own ways, right? Our own tools. Um, but then when that doesn't work, we try to figure out why not, or what else can we do. And what I've learned when this happens is the best thing to do is just leave it, to leave it, to leave it be, to let it go. If you've tried everything you know and things are still not working out, it's not for you to figure out. Um, because we become anxious and frustrated and angry and a little bitter and sad, depressed, all these negative emotions, because we cannot resolve whatever the issue is, or we can't figure it out, or we don't know what's going to happen in the future with this person, this situation, our lives, whatever. And it's just like, okay, let go. Let go. Let the Holy Spirit take over. Um, One thing, and I've said it before, is, one thing that really helps me a lot is writing. Just writing my thoughts, my feelings onto paper. It's just for me. So, I'm completely open and honest about everything. um, Only because these thoughts are constantly in my head, so I need to get them out so I can find some balance, some peace. Also, to distract myself. I found myself overthinking things, trying to figure some things out. And I wasn't sure what to do with myself. So I literally just started to clean. Grab, the sponge and the cleaning spray, and I just started to clean because I needed to distract myself from this thinking and just focus on the cleaning at hand. And now for me, that worked. There's many other things you can do to distract yourself. Um, that's the thing with overthinking. At least for me, it's usually how I'm gonna do this. How is this going to happen? Are they gonna call? Why they didn't call? Did I do or say something? It's so many things that we can overthink, and yeah, it's just exhausting. And I know this to be true because um, I've kind of been in that space heavily the past week. And having to truly get myself out of it, shake it off, like do something different. Um, and in a sense, I'm just like so tired and so drained um, from the spiritual warfare and from the wilderness season, from all these attacks. Um, and I'm just, yeah, tapped out. You know what I mean? Not completely, but I just noticed that my thoughts were draining me. So I am choosing to affirm what I want. I am choosing to do something fun, creative that brings some joy to me, whether that's music and dancing, whether that's making something, creating something. Um, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, overthinking is overrated. That just came to me like seriously, overthinking is overrated, and has left me with a few um, I don't want to say sleepless night, but not the most peaceful or restful night's sleep because of the brain, the mind just constantly going. So what I began to do, because I used to do it, is I just began to give thanks. Thank you for a roof over my head. Thank you for a comfy bed. Thank you, for food in my fridge, in my pantry. Thank you for clothes and shoes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that helps. It really, really helps. So, anyway, I hope that this helps and encourages someone else out there today. Yeah, let's stop overthinking. Let's just change the narrative. A lot of things that hasn't happened yet that we're looking down the road towards the future. It's like we have to be more aware, more conscious of our thoughts and how often are we thinking these thoughts? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they pouring into us? Are we pouring into ourselves or are we draining ourselves? Anyway, I that's all I wanted to share. I really didn't, excuse me, mean for this to be so long, but it's on my mind. I wanted to share it, and I hope that this helps someone. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Jackie, and I am forever faithful. And hey, take care of yourselves. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Okay, bye.